Hello and welcome to Read Up. In today's video, I am going to explain a sonnet by Donne. It is titled as Better My Heart. So let's begin the video. So, Better My Heart is a sonnet which was written by Donne, who was a renowned metaphysical poet. Donne wrote two kinds of sonnet: secular sonnets and divine sonnets. His secular sonnets were on the topic of love, and his divine sonnets were on the topic of religion, his relationship with God, spirituality, and so on. So, this sonnet, Better My Heart, is also a divine sonnet, and it is on the topic of religion, on the topic of spirituality. So, first, let us understand the central idea and the central theme of this sonnet. And the main idea of this sonnet is that the heart of the speaker or the soul of the speaker is captured and is controlled by the devil. But the speaker wants to go back to the God. He wants to go back and to love the God, but he can't do so because he is in full control of the devil. He cannot follow or he cannot worship the God on his own in this situation. So he is asking the God, he is requesting the God to help him. He is asking the God to bring him back on his path, on the right path, on the religious path. So for this he is requesting to the God. And he is describing his relationship with the God and with the Satan through many metaphors that we will know when we understand the poem line by line. So it says that, better my heart, 3% God, for you as yet but knock, breathe, shine and seek to mend. He requests to God that better my heart. He says, strike my heart, hit my heart, or blow my heart, 3% God. Now here 3% God referred to the Trinity of the gods. It means the existence of one God in three forms: the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. This is according to the Christianity. So he is asking all these three forms of God. Therefore he says 3% God. So he asks them to attack his heart, to strike his heart. For what? We will know later. He says, for you as yet but knock, breathe, shine and seek to mend. He says that so far, he says to God, that so far you have just politely knocked, gently breathed and shown your light and tried to fix me. So he says that God tried to fix me, but his style or his way was very gentle. His style of fixing me was very soft. And he says that I can't be controlled in soft manner. I can't be controlled and I can't be taken on the right path very politely. So therefore he asks God to attack his heart, to strike his heart, and to bring him back on the right path forcefully, because he thinks that he is very harsh. He cannot be controlled very politely. That I may rise and stand, overthrow me and bend your force to break, blow, burn and make me new. The speaker says that the only way that I can stand on my own and I can stand and rise on my feet when you throw me out, and when you throw me out forcefully and bring me back to your path. He is saying this to God. Then he says, and bend your force to break, blow, burn, and make me new. He says this to God, that I can only come back, I can only stand on my own when you use your full power. Bend your force means when you use your full power, your full force, and you blow me, you burn me, and make me new. So he's asking God to do everything, to break him, to blow him, or to burn him. For what? To make him a new person. He is requesting to God that please make me a new person, because right now I am not a religious person. I am not a good person. I am controlled by devil. So I am a bad person right now. So he is asking God that please make me a new person. Make me a noble person, a good person. And for this, do whatever you want. You can break me, you can throw me out, you can burn me, you can blow me. Do whatever you want. But make me a new person. Make me a pious person. Make me a good person. Then he says, I, like an usurped town, to another due, labor to admit you, but oh, to no end. Now, in these two lines, he is describing his soul or his heart as a town which has been captured or which has been conquered by the devil forces, by the evil forces, or by the devil. So he says that I am like a town which has been captured by someone who is not welcomed. So definitely it is devil. He says that I am like a town which has been captured by the devil. Labor to admit you, but oh, to no end. And he says that I am trying my level best. I am trying my level best to admit myself to you, to bring me back to your own path, to your religious path. But unfortunately, I can't do so because I can't have control on my own. Why? Because I am being controlled by the devil. So therefore he is requesting to God to bring him back forcefully. Then he says, reason, your viceroy in me should defend, but is captived and proves weak or untrue. Here reason means logical thinking. When you think about something logically, or when you use your brain completely, so that is reason. So he says to God that reason, your viceroy in me should defend. He says that logical thinking which is in me is your deputy, is your viceroy, and the duty of this reason is to defend me. What does this mean? It means that the job or the duty of the logical thinking is to defend the speaker, to defend against the devil, and to make him on the right path, to explain to him what is good and what is bad. But what is the case here? The case here is that even the reason and even the logical thinking has been captivated by the devil, and here even the logical thinking is very weak in this case, and logical thinking is very unfaithful. So here logical thinking is not doing its job to defend the speaker against the devil or against the evil forces. So again the speaker is saying that I am very weak. I cannot bring myself on the right path on my own because even the reason is not working fully in me. So again here also he is requesting to God to bring him back forcefully or in whatever manner he wants on the right path, because the speaker wants to become a good person, because the speaker wants to become a religious person. Next, he says, yet dearly I love you and would be loved fain, but am betrothed unto your enemy. Divorce me, untie or break that knot again. Now the speaker says that despite the fact that I am captivated by the devil, despite the fact that I am controlled by the devil, still I love you. So still the speaker loves the God, and he also wants to be loved by the God in return. So he says that, and would be loved fain. So he wants the love of the God in return. But he says that the problem is that am betrothed unto your enemy. He says that the problem is that I am engaged to your enemy. Who is the enemy of God? Of course, it is devil. So he says that I am in relationship with your enemy, with the devil. I am engaged with the devil. Divorce me, untie or break that knot again. So he asks God to break this relationship of the speaker with the enemy of the God. It means that the speaker is requesting the God to break his relationship with the devil so that he can build a good relationship with the God. So he requests to God that please break my relationship with the devil, untie or break that knot again, that knot of engagement with the devil. So again in these two lines he is requesting the God to break his relationship with the devil and to build his relationship with the God himself. So all these things like engagement or the relationship or the knot, divorce, all these things are metaphors. He is describing all his relationship with the devil or with the God in a metaphorical way. Understood? Next. He says, take me to you, imprison me, for I, except you enthrall me, never shall be free, nor ever chaste, except you ravish me. Now he again says that, he says to God that please take me with you. Please put me in your prison. It means that he is requesting the God to take him back on the right path, on the religious path. So he wants to go to the prison of the God. It means that he wants to go back to the religious path. Except you enthrall me, never shall be free. He says that unless you enslave me, unless you make me love you, or unless you bring me back to you, I cannot be free. I cannot be free from the hands of Satan. I cannot be free from the hands of devil. He says that I am in control of devil. I am in the control of Satan. So please make me free. Please take me into your own control. Please take me to your own prison. So he is asking the God to bring him into his prison, into his control. And he says that I am more free in your control than the control of the Satan. Then he says, nor ever chaste, except you ravish me. Chaste means pious, a very noble, a very pious person. So he says that I cannot be a pious, I cannot be chaste unless you ravish me. Now, what does this word ravish mean? It means to build a physical or a sexual relationship. But again, you know that the writer is using all these words in a metaphorical way. So he wants the God to build his relationship with the speaker. So therefore he is asking the God to make a relationship or to take full control of the speaker in whatever way he wants. Therefore he is using all these terms like marriage, relationship, divorce, all these things. So he says, nor ever chaste, except you ravish me. The speaker says to God that I cannot be chaste. I will never be a chaste person unless you build a relationship with me, unless you take me back to your own, or unless you take me back to your own relationship. Like you can understand that the speaker is using all these metaphorical verbs, all these words to describe his relationship with the god. So this was all this poem was about. Like, this was about submitting to the god. The speaker wanted to submit himself to the will of God completely. Right now, the speaker is in the control of the Satan, in the control of the devil, but he wishes to go back to the religious path. He wishes to go back to the God, and for that, in the whole poem, he is requesting to the God through many ways. He is describing this process through many ways, and he is using many metaphors for this. The metaphor of religion, the metaphor of divorce, all these things. So I hope you have understood the poem. If you have still any doubt, you can ask me in the comment section.